Hey all, and welcome back for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. Today we're starting a brand new series by the name of Princess Tutu. I feel like I've known about this anime for years. It's just kind of been like on the periphery of everything. But the only things I know about it are the name, obviously, and the fact it's based on stuff like the Ugly Duckling, and stuff like Swan Lake, and it was created by Ikuko Ito, who I believe worked on Sailor Moon and the more modern one. What was it called, Crystal or something? But beyond that, completely new to me. So why don't we get on into it and check out the first 3 episodes. This was commissioned by Dark Master of Cupcakes. Thank you very much for your support. Check the video description, it has all the information you'll need to sync our commentary to your copy of the footage. Here we go, episode 1 of Princess Tutu in 3, 2, 1, click. Oh. Starting off on a bit of a macabre note, and yes, we are watching the dub. Not sure why they requested the dub, but I will have the voice cast list at the ready. That is sort of my shtick. Oh. I wish I could be that raw. Like, I'm gonna stop bad thoughts coming out of my head. I'll stab myself in the heart. I was trying desperately not to say Big D, though. So we've got a theme of things coming to life and storybooks. Just to kind of get you in the right headspace. This is going to be very, very twee and kawaii, I expect. I think the last thing I saw related to like Swan Lake was Peaky Blinders. I'm going to fuck the swan. No, I'm not going to give you context. You can just watch that show. It's bloody brilliant. Duckling. Person. The difference between this and the last set of commentaries I did, I think it was Beast Wars, the agenda. Very, very palpable. Go, little duckling. Now you're a swan. Those Swan Princess films, they were like surprisingly popular. I wasn't really making a point there, it was just something I noticed. Oh, the bells, those terrible bells! So, are we still in the book, or are we in the real world now? Motherfucker said quack. Sir, are you naked? Are you dancing naked? Has a very ethereal vibe to it so far. Uh... I guess we're just skipping past the transformation bit then. We'll get it in a flashback. The Nutcracker. The realistic outcome of being a Disney princess. She has no idea. Let's look up who voices the titular character here. Duck or Princess Tutu? Lucy Christian in the English dub. See if there's any things down here that I recognise. Oh, she was Cosmos in Xenosaga the animation. Ghost Stories. Yeah, I sort of recognise her voice. She was Birdie in Birdie the Mighty Decode. I think I watched a bit of that. Oh, she was Ochako in My Hero Academia. That's cool. Hesita in the dub of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Made in Abyss. I believe that's a series that'll be covered. Wow, she has done a lot of stuff. Do. This won't sync up at all. So are you the prince? Because your hair seemed a lot darker in the dream. It's okay. He uses otherworldly powers to stop time and get to you. Same, honestly. I'm related to this. I can be a real blabbermouth. I mean, shit, I do these commentaries for a living, so... Okay, Fakir is Chris Patton, and Miffo is Jay Hickman. I didn't expect this anime to be so silly, so wacky, you know? I thought it was going to take itself a lot more seriously. I don't know why. Don't ask me why I got that impression. Bubbles Powerpuff Girl on the left there. Meow, see? Okay, I guess we're just going to treat this like it's normal. Huh? That's a weird punishment, Mr. Cat. Yeah, usually they separate characters by visual design, like character model wise, just to, tell you who the main character is. I guess they just put her in, like, a white costume as opposed to everyone else's blue this time. Oh, I sense a rival. Rue is voiced by Jessica Boone. Seem to recognize that name. A lot of this is just going to be me watching the dancing, I think. I'm so incredibly uncultured. I guess he's desperate to get married? I remember this from Dynamite Heady on the Mega Drive. She's mad quirky. It's okay. That was a flat door handle anyway. He's a bit of a cunt. So he's fine. Yeah, it's really bad when you want to apologise to someone, but you just can't. You're unable to, and the guilt wells up inside of you and threatens to break out. Not that I know anything about that, of course. You gotta be careful with what you say, because you never know who's listening in the dark. Sorry, I just remembered a very funny joke. These nuts. Hilarious. The way they use imagery is really cool. I need to find out who voices her friends. Let's see. Pike, an outspoken and tomboyish girl. And Lily. Yeah, she's the romantic one. They are voiced by Cynthia Martinez and Sasha Paysinger, respectively. And Mr. Cat is voiced by someone called TJP. It's just those three letters. Dude? I can see his swing swang. His peanor. He also likes birds. We can make this work. The goddamn raven. They're gonna get a lot of mileage out of this tune, aren't they? You thought this was just a slice-of-life romance? Mm-mm. It's also a magical girl show. She is the swan. I guess they were very, very soft flowers. Aww. Bye-bye. You'd think this mysterious storyteller would have given her a less obvious name. I suppose duck works. That is a term of endearment where I come from. Like, hey up, duck. So I feel a kinship, you know? Aww. I don't trust this guy. Keep an eye on him. So I love the vibes of the whole thing so far. It's just wacky enough to keep my interest. I must profess, I don't watch a lot of magical girl stuff. I'm more of the shonen type of anime watcher. But every so often, you need a little bit of kawaii in your life. Just to keep your spirits high and whatnot, you know? That's why I was glad to cover Love Live. Very relaxing. It's a good job I've just eaten before I started recording. Otherwise it would lull me into a very comfy nap. Ah, that's the next time thing. I've shut it down. That was episode 1 of Princess Tutu. It's okay so far. like I said, not really my speed, but the cast seems enjoyable so far. The protagonist is likable enough. So why don't we get on into it and check out episode 2? In 3, 2, 1, click. Aww. I'm used to spoken OPs because Dragon Ball Daima started with that. I'm not sure actually if Daima will be over or not by the time this commentary goes up. I don't think so because I'm going to try and put up a couple of TV com sets a week. Is Duck's necklace a part of the Princess Heart? That would be very symbolic. D. Yeah, I've never really considered the concept of, like, Japanese ballet. I'm sure it's got to be a thing over there, but I can't recall ever seeing any. Whenever I see Duck's, like, true form, I just think of Alfred J. Quack. Not sure if anyone even remembers that cartoon. I'm sure people around my age will. It's a children's animated comedy drama based on a Dutch theatre show by Herman van Veen. First shown in 1989. I guess we got reruns in the UK. The main bad guy is a dude called Dolph. Have a guess who he might be based on. You don't even need to see his character design, but enough about that. I haven't seen many OPs that just end like that. They just kind of fade out. I'm used to a crescendo, a climax. I have returned to Duck. Meanwhile, everyone else is returning to Monkey. Must you keep scaring her like that? Alright, Drosselmeyer is voiced by Marty Fleck in English. The only thing I'm seeing for him here is he played Uranus, or Uranus, yeah, in Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? No. So he's pragmatic, I guess. He is stated to be one of the antagonists, but eh, he just likes a bit of fun. It's just a bit of banter. You know, don't be a duck. It's a good life lesson. Hello? Yeah, can we get her address or something, please? Alright. Uh, Edel here, or Edel, however you want to pronounce it, is voiced by Christine Orton. She voices Estef in the popular anime Akame ga Kill. She's also Sakaki in Azumanga Daioh. Really? You're not exactly like wearing a mask or anything. You gotta stay positive, you gotta think positive. Otherwise you'll turn into a duck. And that's just really inconvenient. Christ. What the hell is going on at this school? I guess they did say the fantastical would cease to be fantastical, so shouldn't be too surprised. What a funny little duck. A little bit like Ranma. Changes forms when they're waterized. I didn't want to say wet. You really need a way to, like, change while wearing clothes. I never considered I could be sweet. I thought I was a bit abrasive, if I'm being honest. Can you stop nagging me, dude? Can I have one day where you're not a cynical arsehole? This has got to be a thing from, like, a play. Too on the nose to be something created by, Princess Tutu the show. I'm not seeing anything about Mr. Cat, but, yeah, at least Drosselmeyer's having fun. Never seen an anteater with such delicate movements. Spleen. And don't turn into a duck, whatever you do. That will just embarrass both of us, but mostly you. There's definitely a vast difference in skill levels here. Duck's giving it her best, I suppose. Majestic. Eh, 7 out of 10. Not bad. For a garbage heap. Oh, never mind, it was sincere clapping. Huh? This is like the opposite of that one standing steel ball run that just gives you encouragement. Henshin. I can't get over Anteater Reno. Being an anteater, maybe? Oh, is she jealous of Rue? Who is not an anteater, I might add. Oh, did she take it to mean that you can't dance like her? Because you need to dance like yourself? Oh, mysterious person who definitely isn't Duck, you get me. Oh, I guess this makes sense why Muto is, like, so bereft of emotion, because his heart is in pieces. You couldn't find me, like, pure joy to begin with. I'll just take the bitterness back, I guess. Interesting. There you go. Yeah, I kinda saw that coming. What a thing to say. Never forget that a duck is a duck. Alright, folks, that was episode 2 of Princess Tutu. Coming up next, and funnily enough, last, is episode 3. And I don't think we have any more Princess Tutu scheduled after this in the entirety of the backlog, which is probably for the best. I'm very much out of my depth here. But you know, I'm enjoying it so far. It's a nice change of pace. Alright, here we go. Episode 3 of Princess Tutu in 3, 2, 1, click. So I guess this is just going to be like a MacGuffin collection anime now. I was trying to put it into words. So like, Antitarina, I can't believe I'm saying that name, had the bitterness, I suppose. Would that be classified as jealousy? I do like the logo. It's very pretty. And what's interesting is this show started as an anime and then became a manga. I've watched tons of shows where it was the other way around, and it always kind of felt like that was the default. I wonder if she ever actually will become a swan, or if it will just remain a metaphor. Wow. I know you're trying to be a friend here, but maybe don't. I think you might have killed her, dude. Come on, tell them you transform into a magical girl and had a dance battle with an anteater. Oh, did I dream a story that's already happened? That's embarrassing. With friends like that, who needs enemies? Jesus. Oh. Oh no, it's a ghost writing a story! Is that a ghostwriter? But tish. Maybe pick a different name for yourself. Oh, I'm sorry, did he have an independent thought for once in his life? You're a bit of a... Well, we already know what he is. I don't know. Maybe there's someone else out there who is tasked with preventing the prince from coming to harm. I may or may not have read ahead. Bitch, what is you talking about? Yeah, doesn't wind fan flames? Pretty nice park, to be fair. He's saying it, but he can't feel it right now. I specifically requested that you not bring the bottle of piss. That was a weird transition. I can see why people would enjoy this show. It's got a good energy to it. Well, your heart was shattered, not your brain, right? You should be able to make logical decisions at least. I'm the best at what I do, and what I do is unknowable. I mean, if the river is very, very, very clean, it would be safe to drink from, but, I guess they don't get many customers. I'm kinda scared, chap. I think we might just find another piece of the Princess Heart here. I'm spinning, you know. Thank you. I'm spinning again, and now I'm done. Hans? Oh, this is very awkward. It seemed warm when she was serving them. Have you figured out what the piece of the prince's heart here is, chat? Good. Were you touching the forbidden picture? Oh, this is actually kind of freaking me out a little bit. Well, first I'm gonna fucking hench up. I'm gonna bust down the door, and then I'm gonna make her eat her cooking. And then she'll see it fucking raw. Sparkle, sparkle, bitch. Aww. Why are your dishes shit, milady? Also, why do you look like a Muppet? I didn't want to bring it up, but it's been bugging me the entire episode. Aww. Yep. It's a very potent emotion. Can't help but notice we're starting with the negative emotions. Christ, when the personification of loneliness leaves you, that's gotta be especially rough. And then the restaurant got foreclosed. Such a shame. Imagine if how that ended. Like Christ. Oh, thanks, another negative emotion. Feel like we could have left this out. Oh, I don't like him. He has a very mean streak. Well, there we go, chat. That was the first 3 episodes of Princess Tutu. As you can probably gather, not really my speed, but it was slowly picking up, getting more and more interesting. I do like the conceit of, collecting pieces of a whole, I like me a MacGuffin sort of story. And who knows, maybe one day we will return to Princess Tutu, but for now, that was all that was on the backlog, so thank you once again, Dark Master of Cupcakes, and I'll see you all next time for another HellfireComms Patreon TV Com set. Bye-bye.